Hey, everybody, just wanted to check in on Sunday afternoon with a 49ers update as they get prepared to face the Detroit Lions on Monday Night Football at Levi's Stadium. It's a update to their injury report. But first off, this video is brought to you by Canyon Club Brewery, located in Moraga, California, right down the street from where I live. It's definitely one of my go-to spots. They have a wide variety of menu items as well as a great selection of beer styles. So check that out. Canyon Club Brewery in Moraga and coming soon to the Livery in Danville. Okay, so not necessarily unexpected, but the 49ers on Sunday downgraded Charvarius Ward from questionable to out due to a personal reason. Um, I know what you're thinking. It's usually not a good thing, but I think in this case, it is a good thing. In fact, on Saturday, my colleague Jennifer Lee Chan asked Kyle Shanahan when he announced that Charvarius was questionable due to a personal reason, any good news? And the answer from Shanahan was, yeah, stuff I can't totally share. I haven't talked to him about it, so we'll keep it personal, but nothing bad. Jennifer has reported that Charvarius, that the couple was anticipating, expecting a child to be born, a baby boy. So um, after the heartbreak, the tragedy of the couple's daughter, Amani Joy, in October. Some very good news. So I do know that Charvarius left the team to be there for childbirth. So more than likely, I would think that um, he won't be back with the team. We'll see how that plays out. But only 2 games remaining in the season. Obviously, it's a big deal and a joyous occasion for him and his family to have the birth of a baby boy. So don't know if Charvarius will be back for the final game of the season against the Arizona Cardinals, but he certainly won't be there Monday night when the 49ers face the Detroit Lions. So once again, Renardo Green will step into the starting lineup. He's already started 5 games this season, including all four when Mooney Ward left the team for bereavement reasons. But Renardo Green more than likely will start on Monday night with Isaac Yadam playing the role in the 49ers nickel defense. Obviously, Diamador Lenore slides in to play the nickel position. And so when the 49ers have their 3 cornerbacks on the field, it'll be Lenore in the slot, Renardo Green at one corner, and then Isaac Yadam at the other corner. So add another 49er player to the list who won't be available for the game on Monday night. So that means 2 starting offensive linemen, Spencer Burford, Aaron Banks won't be available. Banks will be going on IR. More than likely, Tatum Bethune will be bumped up from injured reserve. Also, Robert Beal and Dre Greenlaw, they will not play in this game as well. So the 49ers can make roster moves at 1 p.m. on Monday to have players available. Like I said, Bethune will probably be on the active roster on Monday. He'll suit up for the game. And then the 49ers can also bump up 2 players, a maximum of 2 players from the practice squad to be available for this game. So, as I've mentioned, with Colton McKivitz questionable with the knee injury, the 49ers offensive line will certainly be a makeshift offensive line. Um, with Charlie Heck and Austin Pleasance, 2 guys who weren't even with the team a week ago, weren't even in the building a week ago. Those are the starting candidates for the offensive tackle positions. And then Nick Zakel will make his first NFL start at left guard, filling in for Aaron Banks. Aaron Banks is a free agent at the end of the year. Doesn't appear likely at all that he'll be back with the team next year. So this is an opportunity for Nick Zakel to at least kind of put his foot in the door for the possibility of winning a starting job for the 2025 season. Okay, on Saturday, Kyle Shanahan was asked about Nick Sorensen. I know I've talked about him a lot in recent weeks, and as I've said, I kind of feel like it is trending in a direction where I would expect Nick Sorensen to be back next season as the 49ers defensive coordinator. And basically, what Shanahan said on Saturday was in keeping with what he has said all along. He said that he believes that Nick Sorensen is doing a very good job as defensive coordinator, but certainly the results aren't what the team would like them to be. And that's what he said was just that. I think Nick has done a good job as coach. No one's happy with our results by any means. And then he goes on to say, I think he's been thrown in a number of situations that I think will make him better going forward. I've watched him adjust to a bunch of different situations, kind of be in a couple of situations in a couple of games when there wasn't much of an answer and he still had to try to find one. So I think this year was good for him. I know he's going to be a good coach and better for it going forward. So to me, that sounds like not just a vote of confidence, but an element of looking to the future and how he expects, Kyle Shanahan expects a kind of a trying season for a defensive coordinator with a lot of different faces, a lot of different injuries, a lot of adjusting that had to take place. He talked about the future and how that'll help him for the future. So I would say this: a year ago at this time, I felt like it was definitely a better odds of Steve Wilks not returning than this year. I think that my guess would be, if a year ago you asked me, my guess would have been I don't think Steve Wilks will be back with the team. And of course, he isn't. My guess this year is that Nick Sorensen will be back with the 49ers. So we shall see. I know there will be some options out there if Kyle Shanahan wants to fill the defensive coordinator position with someone who's had that job previously in the NFL. Obviously, Robert Saleh doesn't have a job for next season. Would he come back to the 49ers? I kind of doubt it. I'm not sold that that would work out for either side. The more logical option in my mind would be Jeff Ulbrich, and seeing how the Jets are just getting boat raced and just haven't been doing anything positive. There will be a complete house cleaning there. So Jeff Ulbrich will be available. He's the interim coach, obviously, the Jets taking over for Saleh. So Jeff Ulbrich will be out there. I'm sure he'll be a defensive coordinator somewhere in the league. Would it be with the 49ers? I guess that's a possibility. But at this point, I don't expect a change with Nick Sorensen as defensive coordinator based on the way Kyle Shanahan, not only what he says, but how he says it. And then also just the locker room, taking the pulse of the locker room and hearing guys, the leaders on that defense, guys like Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, what they have to say about the job of Nick Sorensen. So that's the 49ers update for Sunday. They face the Detroit Lions on Monday night, kind of, sort of a rematch of the NFC Championship game, although it's really won't have that look at all because last year they were the two best teams in the NFC. This year, while Detroit has lived up to its bargain, its end of the bargain of being one of the best, if not the best team in the NFC, the 49ers no longer a playoff contender. All that is wrapped up. Los Angeles Rams will be winning the NFC West, so they will be the one and only team from the West advancing to the postseason. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and well, that's it for now.